Hi, Kim Watson here with a new tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous floral wreath card that I created for Queen & Company using some of their new products. First, you're going to start with a piece of craft cardstock. I cut it 12 inches by 6 inches, then scored it at 9 inches and 3 inches. Then once folded straight, as you can see I did not do that, folded straight, you end up with a card that is 6 by 6 inches, which is the perfect size when using 6 by 6 inch paper pads, which Queen & Company does so well. I wanted to add something fun onto the front covers, so cut 2 pieces of paper, this gorgeous stripe from the Picture Perfect matte stack. I cut a little smaller than 6 inches by a little smaller than 3 inches, and then a second design, which is the aqua pattern, which I got from the Pretty Presents matte stack. So once laid together, you will see there's a little piece of the cardstock peeking out on the corner, then the stripe, then the aqua. So I just stuck those together loosely using Tombow. And then the second one, and then what I did for interest is I then went over to my sewing machine and attached them with some straight stitches, which not only gives the pieces of pattern paper some lovely interest and detail, but make sure that they are well secured onto the card. You notice that I've actually lined the stripes up so that they run on a full diagonal across the 6 by 6 inch. I just think it's more visually appealing that way. Then I die cut a scalloped circle. It's about 4 inches. Then I'm going to use that scalloped circle as the template for my wreath. It'll just make sure that I can get the flowers positioned in an exact circle, and yeah, it's just, and plus the white background definitely offsets the bright colors of the flowers. I'm going to stamp my sentiment, then work around the sentiment to make sure that I don't obscure it or that I have enough space for the actual stamped image. The stamp is from Technique Tuesday, as is the fabulous die cut. Their quality is excellent, so it'll give you a nice crisp image. I'm using archival ink from Ranger so that I get a good quality, nice matte black image of the actual stamp. And then to clean my stamp, I just use StazOn, which is perfect for archival inks, and a baby wipe, which I then dab over the stamp to remove any excess ink. There we go, all nice and clean. Now I'm going to show you how you can utilize the punched out adhesive foam bits that are left over from the flower shaker cards. I wanted a nice bright mixture of these tiny pearls. So I did a combination of the pink, the lilac, the yellow and the orange, but wanted something a little sparkly with just a slightly different shade. So grab some of the metallic pearlies to go with it. You just shake the little tray around to mix it nicely. Now once I remove that acetate topping layer, you've now got that really sticky bottom layer, which is perfect for adhering any type of small topper. You'll notice all I did is firmly press down and the beads are really secure. They won't move at all, which is perfect for what I'm doing. I've already pre-made a whole bunch of flowers. You'll notice that I took both the glitter pre-made flowers and the iridescent flowers and then jazzed them up a little. You know, the great thing about Queen & Company is they have gorgeous, gorgeous little bling bits. So for these flowers, I used a combination of the lollipops, which are the swirly button bits, some of the iridescent pearls, some of the matte rivets. That little blue flower gets a blue sunflower topping, which is one of the little bling bits. Here I used punched cardstock images layered on top of the iridescent flower, and then topped it finally with an orange iridescent pearly, which is the perfect way to complete a little flower stack. You see that yellow glitter flower? I took one of the pom flowers and then just pushed firmly down with my finger to flatten it, and then popped an adhesive rivet, a white adhesive rivet on top, just to not only keep it there, but also to create color and dimension, so it looks like a real flower. To complete the wreath, I die cut a whole bunch of leaves and sprigs, which I then slipped under the flowers. I used a combination of greens and patterns, which are from the Pretty Presents paper stack, the Delightful Dots paper stack, Simple Stripes paper stack, and of course the Picture Perfect paper stack. Because the patterns are all little tiny designs and the colors are all quite similar, tonally everything works together. Here I'm just arranging the flowers a little better for some better color balance. The blue one needs to offset the pink. I like to make sure that there's visual triangles within visual triangles. Here you'll notice I've actually attached all the flowers permanently now with adhesive, so they're not going to move. I'm attaching the fabulous die cut. You'll notice I only put adhesive on the U and the L. This allows the letters on either side of the word to curl up. It just creates some gorgeous dimension. There's something so nice about the 3D feel of things that pop up slightly. I'm now slipping in my wreath bits. I have adhesive tape under the flowers, so I just moved them slightly to stick the leaves under. In hindsight, I decided that beaded 3D puffy flower actually didn't work here. So I replaced it with a white glitter flower topped with a pom flower. It was just too busy, the colors were clashing, but do not fear, I will use that pretty little flower in another card, which I will do a process video for in the coming week. Here I am just attaching all the little the wreath leaves, so that I have leaves surrounding the entire circle of flowers. It just creates a beautiful balance and really adds to the three-dimensional feel of the floral wreath. Using my tweezers and my fingers, I'm making sure that the petals are facing upwards, again just adding to the three-dimensional vibe, which I'm really looking for. Here I'm adding some adhesive tape. It's really powerful tape from Adhesive by 3L. And then you'll notice it's only on half of the wreath because I want the gatefold to be able to open and close once the wreath is attached. So here we go. I'm positioning it in the center, and voila. We have a gatefold wreath card. And it turned out really well. The colors are beautiful. I can't wait to share that with my close friend. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've really enjoyed this. Thanks again. Bye-bye.